Hey, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Ashley. We're the founders of For the Good, a community created to empower and elevate you to live a purpose-driven life.
Our mission is to bring light into our world, and to do so, we have learned that it must start within.
We are so glad to have you here with us. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. We are 6 days away from our upcoming Recharge Retreat, and I wanted to pop in to do a bonus podcast episode to talk a little bit more about our retreat and how it came to be. So pedaling back to last year in May, Jordan and I talked about hosting a retreat for the first time because during the last week of May, I always take that week off because it is the anniversary of when my dad passed away and also his birthday. So during that time is always a difficult week for me because of just, bringing up all those different kind of emotions. I make sure to be intentional about taking that time off for myself to be able to reflect on my life, his life, and the world around me. It really is a time when I think about, what is serving me in my life and what could use a shift. So this is something that I've been doing now for about 4 years, and it always has been something incredibly beneficial to me just to be able to take a step back from work and, all of the noise of the world, because as we all know, the world can be a busy, noisy place, always filling ourselves up with going and doing. And sometimes, guys, as I am learning myself, there is a power in being versus doing. I know that we live in a society that encourages us to grind and hustle and work, trying to be able to really push ourselves day to day. And it is important to be dedicated and love the work that we do. However, there is a time and a place for that, and also to be able to just be. As my friend Melissa and I, she's a life and business coach, we've talked about that we are human beings, not human doings. And I know that we want to be able to strive to be able to really reach our greatest potential in our achievements, goals, and success. Although, as I mentioned, life can be busy and noisy, and our minds can become so cluttered with all of that from around us. So when you take time to be, you'll find that your mind becomes more clear and more focused on where you want to go and where you want to spend your time. So as I mentioned, every year at the end of May, I'm intentional about this time. I shut my email off for the week. I let everyone know that I'm not going to be, working on projects and that. I'm going to be away. So this week usually includes a lot of meditation, yoga, listening to podcasts, putting on uplifting music, just being able to fill myself up with what makes me feel good. And as I said, I gain a lot of clarity and focus about what I want to do and where I want to be. It is a great time just to be able to settle yourself in and calm yourself in a space where you can actually grow. Because too often I think that we can get caught up in believing that when we aren't in action or aren't moving, then we are stagnant and nothing's happening. But in reality, we are learning in this space as well. So last year, at the end of the week, I went for a walk. There's a state park near our house, and I was walking around and I thought to myself out of the blue, I have learned that this is incredibly empowering and transformational for me. Perhaps other people would be able to benefit and grow and learn in this space as well. And that's when it came to me that we should host a For the Good retreat, to be able to implement all of these things, to be able to serve, guide, and inspire you as well. So as I was walking, I took a break and I sat down to film myself on my phone to be able to talk about manifesting this event. And I put it on my Instagram story and I said to everyone, I'm sharing this on May 24th, 2019, and this is my intention. I'm walking right now. I'm feeling really clear and really focused in this space that I've created. And I want to be able to bring this to all of you because, like I said, too often the ways of the world can just keep us pushing forward. We don't take enough time to just pause and to be able to refill our cup and rejuvenate ourselves. So in my video, I said that I want to be able to bring this retreat to life. It was something that came to my heart, and I want to be able to share with all of you as well through For the Good. I mentioned that I didn't know how it was going to happen, when it was going to happen. I had absolutely no plans for any of this at that point in time, just that Jordan and I could create it into something that we have found to be transformational in our own lives. So at that time, I wrote it down. And I said to Jordan, this is something that is in my heart, and I believe that we could create this, to bring this to life in this space and bring people together. So over this last year and a half, we have been planning and talking and shaping and building this event for all of you. We actually were supposed to host this event during the first week of June, but because everything going on in the world as it has been, we had to shift the date, and I'm incredibly grateful that we have been able to, and that our event is in 6 days. We cannot wait to see all of you there, to be able to replenish ourselves, to be able to inspire and connect and really dig deeper into this space. Our mission is to be able to bring inspiration and connection to all of you at our For the Good Recharge Retreat here on August 30th. We are looking forward to recharging with all of you, and we can't wait to do a podcast here in the next week or two to be able to talk with you more about this experience. Again, you guys, we can't wait to recharge with you. I just wanted to share a little bit more about the background of our retreat to give you a better concept about what we are doing and why we are doing it. As I said, this has been something that has been transformational for Jordan and I, and we believe and know that it can make a difference in your life as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this bonus podcast episode. Have a great day, everyone, and make today count.
Thanks for joining us at the For the Good podcast. We would love to connect with you. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at For the Good Official and our blog at forthegood.com. And be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode.
Remember, a positive mindset is the beginning of true happiness, not just for the good of the individual, but for the good of the world.